warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, distinguished guests, dedicated parents, teacher, and everyone concerned about the well-being of our younger generation. Welcome to this wonderful celebration of National Children's Day. It's an honor to stand before you today as we gather to honor the bright old young minds that represent the future of our community, our nation, and our world. Delve into the heart of topic today, I want to share a little story. There was once a young boy who loved to play with his friend and dreamed of becoming a scientist. However, as he grew older, the pressure of school and life began to weigh heavily on him. He started to feel anxious and stressed, but he kept it all inside, thinking no one would understand. One day, his teacher noticed his struggle and offered him a listening ear and support. The small act of kindness changed his life. He felt understood and valued, and it gave him the strength to pursue his dream. Today, I would like to speak about a topic that is both incredibly important and often overlooked: the mental health of our children and adolescents. Our children are not just our pride and joy, but they are also the architecture of tomorrow. It's our duty to ensure they have the tools they need to build a future that is bright, promising, and filled with opportunities. Ki Hajar Dewantara, our National Education Father, remind us, where there is a will, there is a way. Let this be our guiding light as we explore ways to nurture the mental and physical health of our youth. We live in a dynamic yet demanding world. Technology advances rapidly, academic pressure intensely, and social shift happen at a breakneck speed. This factor undoubtedly impact our children's lives. Speaking of technology, did you know that the average teenager today spend about 7 hours a day on their phone? I guess they are not just keeping up with their friends, they are practically running a full-time job on social media. Statistic. The 2022 Indonesian National Adolescent Mental Health Survey revealed that 1 in 3 Indonesian adolescents experience mental health issues, with 1 in 20 diagnosed with a disorder within the past year. That translates to roughly 50.5 million adolescents facing mental health challenges and 2.55 million with significant disorders. Stress, depression, and anxiety are prominent concerns. It's almost as if every time a teenager says, "I'm fine," we should respond with, "Okay, what's really going on?" Personality, mental health remains a taboo subject, often overlooked, yet it's the concern tone of healthy development for all children. A healthy mind fosters resilience, strengthens social skills, and empowers them to reach their full potential. Organization developmental health is a state of well-being where individuals increase their abilities, cope with life stressors, contribute meaningfully, and work productively. Let's delve into why this is so vital. 1. Developing social and emotional skills. Strong mental health equips children to build positive relationships and manage emotions effectively. It's like giving them a toolkit for life ups and downs. Imagine if every child had a built-in GPS for navigation their feelings. 2. Improving academic achievement. Good mental health directly affects academic performance. Children with emotional support tend to be more focused and achieve the higher grades. Imagine trying to study for a math test while feeling overwhelmed. It's like trying to solve algebra with a calculator that keeps freezing. 3. Reducing a risk of future disorders. Early intervention in mental health significantly lowers the risk of developing serious disorders later in life. And the last, building resilience. Children with good mental health are better equipped to face life challenges. They have a strong sense of direction and don't give up easily. Think of resilience as of superhero cap that help them bounce back from adversity. The responsibility for nurturing our children's mental well-being is collective. It starts with families, extends to school, and empowers the wider community. Here, how we can work together. From families with open communication, creating safe spaces for expression, and fostering positive coping mechanisms with the family units. Parents remember that sometimes it's not about having the right answers, but about being a good listener. And no, because I said no doesn't count, it's an explanation. Schools. Integration mental health education into curriculum, providing access to counselors, and promoting peer support program. School can be more than just places of learning, they can be sanctuary of support and understanding. With community, raising awareness about mental health issues, reducing stigma, and providing resources for support and treatment. It's time we normalize seeking help because even superheroes need sidekick. Let's open our heart and eyes to the mental well-being of our younger generation. By addressing these issues holistically, we can create a supportive environment where they can flourish as we stand on the threshold of shaping a brighter future of our children and adolescents. Let us remember that our effort today will echo for generations to come. Mental health is not just an individual concern, it is a collective responsibility. As conversation, we have each support system we build, and each moment and understanding we offer can create ripples and positive change. Imagine a world where every child feels valued, every adolescent feels understood, and every young person has the resilience to overcome life challenges. This vision is within our reach if we work together. By fostering open communication in our homes, integrating mental health in education, and creating supportive communities, we can nurture the well-being of our youth. Mandela words resonate deeply. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Let us expand our definition of the education to include the emotional and mental well-being of our children. Let us equip them not only with knowledge, but with the strength and resilience to navigate life and up and downs. This holistic approach to education will empower our children and adolescents to become well-rounded individuals ready to face a bright future. Today, as we celebrate National Children's Day, let us commit to being advocates for mental health. Let us pledge to break the stigma, to listen with empathy, and to support each child and adolescent in their journey towards mental wellness. Let's remember that laughter can be a great healer too. As Kay said, laughter is the best medicine, and fortunately it has no side effects. We can create a future where every child feels heard, every adolescent feels supported, and every young person thrives. Let's make this our shared mission and our lasting legacy. Thank you for your attention, your dedication, and your unwavering commitment to the well-being of your younger generation. Let us work this pledge together, hand in hand, toward a brighter, healthier future for the children and adolescents of Indonesia. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.